And we've already discussed Trillium flexipes in my hand here and Trillium sulcatum here. They don't grow in identical positions. In the wild, they will grow, flexipes will be growing probably on slightly alkaline soil, and sulcatum will be growing on slightly acid soil. Now, gardeners being gardeners, as I've already alluded in my earlier statements, gardeners being gardeners, they do love something different. And they do love hybridizing plants. In other words, if we take this plant and we cross them together, what will we get? Well, I suppose if you were to have a red crayon and a white crayon, or some red paint and some white paint, and mix them together, you'd finish up with pink, wouldn't you? Well, here this morning, I think I can show you that a pink trillium comes out of that particular cross. So now I'm holding up a pink trillium, which is in fact a hybrid trillium where flexipes and sulcatum have been crossed together, and after years of waiting, eventually we finish up with something that is a shade of pink. Now, it's not a pink shade that's as pink as sunflowers can be. We call this dusky pink. So if you were to order a Harvington Dusky Pink, this is the sort of flower you might get. It takes after its parents. It particularly takes after sulcatum. A hugely vigorous stem, a good ruff, if you like, of green leaves, and then a very bold flower stalk topped by a flower that's this distinctive shade of dusky pink. Again, a plant that, because of its vigor, is capable of producing a very large clump in due time. You can see this one already is sending up a little offshoot, if you like, and in the fullness of time, this plant, if it's happy, would send up a number of shoots, so that within perhaps 4 or 5 years, instead of having 1 or 2 shoots, you might have 6, 8 or 10 shoots, giving a much bigger or greater effect within the garden. Do remember, however, that these plants are woodland plants. They don't want to be in dense shade. They much prefer dappled shade, and many gardens have light shade among shrubs and trees, which would suit these trilliums ideally.